Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. But today, we explore the path of the ninja. You try to win a 20-year war in a 3-week battle, destroying your potential through immediate, aggressive restrictions that inevitably trigger your brain's evolutionary alarms. You are the emotional drifter. You wake up on Monday declaring a radical transformation, cutting out every comfort, forcing your soft flesh into extreme deprivation, and swearing that this time is different. By Thursday night, when stress, fatigue, and the absolute friction of reality set in, your willpower completely evaporates. You collapse directly back into the arms of instant gratification. You call your sudden bursts of extreme effort ambition. I call it a childish, undisciplined performance that guarantees your permanent failure. The absolute paradox of your life is terminal. By attempting to change everything overnight, you guarantee that you change nothing. There is a terrifying, unresolved mystery to your behavioral collapse, an evolutionary trap inside your own nervous system that treats drastic changes as a mortal threat, shutting down your discipline before your character can even form an edge. You think you lack talent or time. In truth, you are just a helpless addict to motivation, completely blind to the reality that a castle is never built from the roof down. You are an invisible ghost trapped in a cycle of temporary hope and permanent surrender. The ancient standard of the Shinobi Clans demanded a lethal, calculated mastery of incremental progression. Survival in the shadow network was not built on emotional outbursts or erratic spikes of energy. It was sustained through a quiet, invisible accumulation of microscopic advantages. Modern decay has convinced you that transformation requires a loud public revolution. You live in a chronic discipline failure because you seek immediate highlights, completely blind to the reality that an architecture built on fleeting excitement collapses into ash at the first whisper of resistance. Deep within the mountain fortresses of Iga and Koga, shadow warriors operated under 5 unyielding philosophical laws that formed an evolutionary ladder of absolute self-mastery. The night air hung heavy with the visceral scent of wet moss, burning damp leaves, and the cold vibration of hidden steel. A ninja apprentice did not begin his forge by attempting to conquer an empire. He began by establishing his Ikigai, his absolute, non-negotiable reason for breathing. Purpose was not a motivational thought. It was a functional, tactical anchor. He looked at the survival of his clan, the continuation of his lineage, and the immediate preservation of his honor. He anchored his spirit so deeply into this core truth that his personal comfort became entirely irrelevant. Once his Ikigai cleared away the internal noise, he entered the second rung of the ladder. Kaizen, the continuous execution of microscopic improvements. The Shadow Masters did not demand a sudden, impossible leap in skill. They commanded a 1% shift every single day. The initiate did not practice advanced espionage techniques on day 1. He repeated a single step, a single breath, or a single grip with absolute precision. He drank a single cup of water at dawn, proving to his nervous system that he could fulfill a commitment to himself without triggering the body's defensive alarms. Neurons in his cerebellum automated the pattern, migrating the discipline from his conscious mind into his automatic biology. This microscopic foundation prepared the ground for the third rung, Hara Hachi Bu, the absolute rule of 80% moderation. In the shadow network, an overindulged body was a slow, loud target waiting to be executed. The ninja trained his physical vessel to operate in a permanent state of light, predatory readiness. He did not eat until he was full. He stopped the second his hunger subsided, leaving 20% of his capacity empty. He broke the primitive urge for absolute gratification, turning his physical digestion into a silent, efficient engine of clean energy. But the ladder of self-mastery is never a straight line of flawless victories. When the initiate stumbled, when a mission fractured, or an impulse broke his alignment, he deployed the fourth law, Wabi-Sabi, the profound acceptance of imperfection. He did not let a single mistake rewrite his identity or declare his entire journey a failure. He viewed his stumbles not as a permanent collapse, but as a temporary loss of balance. He treated his fractured moments as a cracked stone wall that gained strength through its scars. He woke up the next morning and returned immediately to the basic form, ensuring that a single gap never became a permanent settlement for his lazy past self. Finally, he ascended to the peak of the ladder, Gambaru, the absolute perseverance to endure through the freezing dark. When the terrain turned brutal and his muscles screamed for rest, he did not negotiate with his fatigue. He locked his jaw, lowered his center of gravity, and carried the weight of the shadow until the objective was achieved. He endured the discomfort because he knew it was temporary, transforming his movement into an unyielding constant of nature. You are looking for an escape right now because the medical precision of this Bofeton exposes the soft foundation of your daily execution. Your eyes want to dart toward the comments, or your fingers want to swipe down to find a lighter video to rescue your ego from this mirror. That is your action paralysis fighting frantically for its survival. If you are satisfied with being a fragile drifter who surrenders to his cravings every weekend, then leave. Return to your instant gratification, your broken promises, and your slow psychological decay. But if you have even a single spark of healthy aggression left for the unbreakable entity you were born to become, stay. Close the perimeter. Submit to the progression. The mechanics of your failure are simple. You treat your discipline like a 3-week sprint instead of a 30-year dynasty. You fail because your ego demands immediate, dramatic highlights instead of enduring the quiet boredom of microscopic consistency. You must kill your arrogance, select a single tiny promise, and execute it with absolute precision every single morning. Purge the comfort, lock the context, destroy the negotiation, become the ladder. Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. Which one are you? Comment below.